Okay, so it is Thursday morning and welcome back to the vlog. Now, I've just had my French lesson and that went really well. I've got to keep this segment fairly short because I'm actually going off out in a minute to help someone with sort of like a component of their assignment that needs another person to do it. It's like a practical element of their assignment. So I'm going out to do that. Then I've got my society thing at 12. Then during the afternoon, I want to work on one of my personal essays, which I've been sort of working on and off with for the last few days. So I'm going to do that. And then I've got another society thing this evening. So plenty of stuff to do. I might need to pop to the supermarket for a couple of bits. It kind of seems like on every vlog that's what I'm doing. But I suppose it's because like I have 3 days between each vlog and it happens to be on that day that I'm going to the supermarket. But yeah, so I might need to go and get a couple of bits or maybe not, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of struggling for ideas for tea tonight of what I might actually have in. But yeah, so that might need to get done. And I still kind of just need a bit of an idea in my head of what I've got to do completely. I mean, maybe starting up some dissertation things or something like that. But yeah, we'll see anyway. So I will get on with the day. I've got to shoot off now. And I'll also tell you in a later segment of this vlog some of my sort of ideas for moving forward with the YouTube channel, because I've had a few other different bits and bobs that might be of interest. I'll discuss that in a little bit. But for now, I am going to have to get off because I'm conscious of time. And I will speak to you later on. I just wanted to show you as well, I am absolutely astounded at Bangor at the minute because it's really nice. We never get it like this, especially, well, I mean, I suppose we do in a little bit in May, but it's just been so nice for weeks. And although we've had the odd days here and there when it hasn't been so great, the rain hasn't persisted. Even that time when I said on the vlog that basically, oh, it's raining again now and we've probably got rain for a while. Well, actually, we didn't have rain for a while. We had it for about 2 days or something, and then after that it was sunny again. So, or at least, a little bit cloudy or something. But yeah, it's been really nice, and I absolutely love Bangor in the sun. I think I did some clips actually, sort of looking over the harbour and things like that. And when you look out over towards sort of Llandudno way, or even at the little islands and stuff, Puffin Island and stuff like that, you really get the feeling that you're on sort of like a foreign island or something. It's really lovely. But yeah, anyway, I am going to shoot off. I've not actually received a message from my friends, so we might actually end up doing it after lunch. I don't know, but I'll keep you updated anyway. So it's just gone 11 o'clock and I've just got back from Morrison's. I went to grab some hand wash because I'd run out. Now, I'm not going to be doing the thing with my friend this morning. She's basically told me that she needs to prep some more stuff with it before we can actually do the practical element. So it might not even be today, it might be tomorrow that I do that. So what I will do is just work around my normal society things, getting some personal stuff done, as I say, probably with that essay. And if I get a text message and I need to go off and do that either today, tomorrow, we'll just sort that when it comes around. The other thing is, since I've got a little bit of time now, is explaining about these vlog ideas and stuff like that. So I did say about 3 weeks ago that once the uni is a bit quieter, I'll consider doing some vlogs where we do shorter segments but more of them. So obviously, apart from this segment here, that's something that I'm going to try with the vlogs. Now, it probably won't be a fixed thing. There's probably going to be some vlogs where I do longer segments but not as many of them, and then other vlogs where I do shorter segments but more of them. So we'll just kind of mix it up and see what happens with it really. But I do want to try and do a few with sort of shorter segments here and there, and see how that works and see the style of it and stuff. I also want to include sort of like a mini challenge or mini challenges within the vlog. Now, I don't know how this is going to work right now. I've thought about sort of linguistic challenges, and I've only just recently considered sort of more interactive challenges or things like that. So only very, very basic things, but in terms of like linguistic challenges, maybe doing things like not being able to use a couple of words in the vlog. Like, I can't use the word you or something like that, and see how I navigate that in the vlog. It'd be quite funny. Or do things like I have to try and rhyme as much as I can in the vlog. So sort of like linguistic things like that. They kind of tie into the creative writing, I suppose, but it just might be obviously very difficult and very annoying, but also it might just be fun to do. So there's like those sorts of things, or things like have a word of the day and stuff like that. And the other thing, like the more interactive or perhaps like exploration type challenges, would be setting up like a couple of things that I have to do within the vlog that I have to check off. So like go into a certain place in the vlog or something like that, and it gives a bit more structure to the vlogs, but it also is something fun. It's not something that is kind of just boring or just samey. So I want to experiment with that. I think it would be quite fun. And then the other thing that I thought of, because I don't know, this has kind of just cropped up today as an idea. I had a dream last night, and I was writing down that dream. Obviously, a lot of you know that I write down my dreams, or a certain portion of them. I don't do it quite as much as I did in undergrad or anything like that, but I still write them down, and I've got a huge dream diary full of some really interesting dreams. Some of them are like really sort of mythological or magical and stuff like that, and it would be quite interesting, and it'd be quite nice to kind of do a short segment in maybe a vlog once a week where I pick out a dream that has interesting elements in it, and it's got somewhat of a narrative, so then it's not all over the place, and I just read out one of those dreams, and I think that'd be quite nice. So that's something that I'm considering as well. And if I get any more ideas, or you've got any ideas, feel free to drop them down below, and I'll have a think through different things, and just whatever springs up, we'll just pop it into the vlog and try it. And that's going to be my attitude, because I think it's a good attitude to have. I think it's spontaneous. It brings new things into the vlog without too much effort, without too much kind of like forcing things in or anything like that. Just whatever's coming up, really. So yeah, anyway, I will get on with I do need to write down a bit more of that dream as well, actually. So I'll get on with that, and I will get off to my society thing, and then I want to do some essay work this afternoon. So I will catch you probably after lunch. Okay, so it's evening time, and I've just gone up to where my writing society is normally on, and there's no one in there at the usual time. So I don't exactly know why that is, but I assumed it's kind of just not on or something. So I was just going for a walk, and then I passed this little entrance to what's known as the Roman camp up here. It's like a hill. And I thought, you know what, I should go up there for the vlog one day. And then I thought, well, why don't I just go up there now? So I'm coming up here and I'll show you the top of the Roman camp. It's not been like a crazy exciting day or anything today. And I know in the past I've done a lot of segments for a vlog when there's probably not all that much to talk about. So today I've kind of just limited the segments more. I don't know whether that's going to kind of come out well on the vlog or not, whether it's going to have as much structure as I want. But yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Oh God, it's so hard. It's like a pretty steep hill, this. So yeah, we'll see anyway with the vlog, with how it comes out. The last time you saw me was on a walk mid-afternoon. I went down to the sea just to kind of see the sea, because I really don't actually just go down to the sea properly that often. So dog, it's the other side of the fence though, so we're okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to chill this evening. It'd be quite nice actually, because sometimes the writing society is quite long. It's a 2-hour thing, you see. Really, it could use being about an hour. Sometimes it drags on a little bit. But anyway, we're coming out now. I'm going to flip you around in a minute as we get to one of the mounds. So those were, oh God, a little bit of a mound there. So those were a couple of the views from the Roman camp, Bangor Hill. Those are the best views in terms of scope that we have in sort of Bangor in the city. Obviously you can go up into the mountains and get really good views, but then you go in sort of slightly outside of Bangor. But this is so just to give you some perspective, this is 3 minutes, about 3-minute walk from my house, from my flats, and I very rarely come here. So again, it's another one of those instances, like going down to the sea, that I never do, or if I do, I just kind of pass it and forget about it, sort of, or it's in my peripherals. It's one of those instances where really, you know, I've got this right up here, and it's not part of my regular, usual routine of walks. Oh, we're getting a bit down this hill now. Jesus, didn't realise it goes down quite like this. But yeah, I need to kind of explore this more regularly, because it's a lovely little place when you're up there and you think, and you know, I was just sat there then and I was thinking, why don't I come up here more regularly? And I just realised that the only reason I don't is because it's not a part of my regular walking route. Whereas I could just make it a part of my regular walking route. There's nothing that would say that I shouldn't or couldn't do that. But again, you just get fixed into these routines, don't you? And then you just go for a routine, and then other things get lost along the way. But yeah, so it's really lovely up there, and it's a great night to go up there actually. So anyway, I'm going to get home now, maybe do a quick final segment for the vlog while I have a coffee. It's 7 o'clock now, so get back, get a coffee, and then have a wash and do a bit more work later on, I think. So I am back from my walk now, and I've got my usual evening coffee. I thought I would just do a segment to round off the vlog. So yeah, I didn't really do much in the way of vlogging this afternoon. I know you saw part of my walk, but that was about it. But yeah, to be honest, I think, as I said in one of the segments when I was at the Roman camp, there wasn't really that much happening today. In the afternoon, I did a bit of work on personal essays, which are nothing to do with university. They're just for my own essay book that I'm working on, which encompasses a vast amount of topics and different sort of theoretical ideas I'm working on and developing. So there was a bit on that. There was some personal reading a little bit later on, and also after I got back from the PhD society. It's called PhD, so I was like, hang on, is it PhD or PhD? After I got back from that, one of my friends there actually showed me around some of the music rooms. So I got back from that a little bit later, had my lunch, and then ended up doing a bit of meditation actually, which was actually, it was nice. I got into a really relaxed state. I've been trying a bit more sort of formal meditation again the last few weeks. And when I say that, like formal meditation, I'm just meaning breath work and things like that. And I've been doing a bit more sort of poses like cross legs and all that sort of stuff. Usually I would just have like a contemplation session. So I used to do meditation formally a lot, but now but for the last few years I've just done more like a contemplation slash meditation. And I don't do poses or anything. I'm literally just like lying on the bed or sitting on the bed, and I'll do it that way, and I'll get into some sort of relaxed state, and I'll do that for the whole psychological idea of active imagination as well, where you call up images from your mind, and you can interpret those images like dreams. So I do it a bit of both, like a bit for sort of a relaxed contemplation, but also a bit for the active imagination. But no, it's nice to do a bit of meditation, and I'm going to see how that goes over the next few weeks and see if I'll be able to get into the meditative state more easily as time progresses with it. But I can't help but feeling like meditation is sometimes these days a little bit more unnatural. It doesn't feel like I can get into it the same. Whereas like years ago, it felt very natural. It felt like I could just, maybe it was just practice or just doing it a lot. But yeah, like years ago, it felt like it was very much right, and it was easy, and it was really, and almost it had more of a mystical quality to it as well, whereas now it doesn't have the same, although that might show actually that I've developed rather than anything, so that might be a positive thing, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I am going to get this coffee. I'm going to sign off this vlog, and I will see you for another one. But the good thing was today that although I didn't vlog much in the afternoon, we did go out a bit. You know, we saw a few different places and stuff like that, a couple of different places at least. And that's nice. It gives the vlog a little bit more variety and things like that. So yeah, I will see you very soon.